woke up this morning like I do every day, and I go throughout my daily life. And when I go to sleep, I am remembering and thinking of all the years of service that this badge here represents. This hat. From 2007 for 12 years to 2018. This represents the highest honor, sacrifice, service, blood, tears, moments of so many dangerous encounters, all in the name of justice, making communities safe, going above and beyond the call of active duty. As a police officer, I once was for here in Houston, Texas. 8024. It's my badge number. And ever since I took that oath, every time any acts of injustice from any police officer in my presence or not, I made sure it never happened. And of course, you gotta understand this. Any police officer who has it within them to stand up when they see violations and corruption being committed by those who wear the same badge with different agendas and objectives and internal hatreds and issues that they were raised up on, and express that in different ways with the authority that they have under the disguise of the badge and the uniform. When you take that stand against injustices within the agencies, you will be attacked, isolated, watched, set up, humiliated, set apart, and it can become very dangerous, which a lot of people don't understand. And these are the things that I have experienced. And you're not going to get, unfortunately, officers willing to take that stand, which they should, because the price can be too heavy. A lot of officers have families. And when I took my last stand and attack of the situation in Dallas, the Botham Jean case investigation, that was the last straw for me, and I was forced out. And at any point, after all that I've done, the awards, the honors, the accolades, Police Officer of the Year, accommodation letters from the previous mayor here in Houston, Texas, accommodation letters from citizens and communities, all of the arrests, all of the dangerous situations I overcame, all of that meant nothing, and I was alone. there's always a sacrifice that one must pay for justice. And I did that, and I constantly think on what can I do in the name of justice. And police chiefs with your degrees and behind your desk and your authority, sergeants, captains, lieutenants, all of the things that you do. The environment within the law enforcement family is so toxic. People are for themselves, fighting to get positions and authority, and backstabbing. And many of y'all who don't know, who have never been a police officer, will never know that you can't really trust a lot of people within the agency itself. Officers who brutalize and commit injustices against civilian citizens get slaps on the wrist and they go on with their career. But when you speak out against injustice and do things that is right, you're targeted, as I was, and you are removed and considered a plague within the agencies. And that environment and mentality is present to this day. And nothing is going to change. Peace cannot be given. Peace when there is no justice. This is a Sunday, and I speak the words of Isaiah chapter 1 verse 17. Learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression, bring justice to the fatherless, and to those who are widows, you plead their cause. That's what Isaiah 1 verse 17 says is in its totality. When I served and yet live now with 80-24 and policing within the very depths of my heart and soul, even then to now, I serve to do good and will always and continue to seek justice. And fight against injustice.